You guys are hilarious. Hi, everybody. Adam Savage in my cave with some more sorting. I finished this. I finished a master list of everything in here, alphabetized with its corresponding box number. And that was the meat of the video, was the organizational system. And then at the end of the video, I managed to piss everybody off by taking my list, slapping it here, and screwing it in. And then everyone watched me like get down on the ground to like look at a, one of the last items on the list. And you all were like, why did you spend so much time on this sorting and just the absolute cop-out of this not incredibly useful list because you got to get on the ground. And I feel you. I really appreciate it. There was always in my head going to be another solution besides the list, but I didn't know what it was. And doing the video made it really clear what it should be, which is a wheel. So smart. Two really smart things happened. One is an early comment suggested that I turned the list into a wheel that I can just endlessly reciprocate, which is genius. Two is the request that I put the numbers on the left side of the list item. You were right. I have at times had trouble seeing these or figuring out which bin it's supposed to be in because my eyes go across. And the comment was explaining that there's like this thing where you can lose your concentration on the way to the number, which I totally have. So those two suggestions, absolutely spectacular. I've also redone this in Arial. Listen, a lot of you were asking me for pictures of how I was doing this in Excel. And there's a really good reason I didn't show you because I don't know Excel. I sort of brute forced it, but you shouldn't take my word for it at all. It's like the way I use Photoshop is like I use mostly the suite of tools that were available like 25 years ago when I first got Photoshop. And I know there's all this new stuff and I learn it occasionally, but like I'm almost like boomer in my technological knowledge. So that's why you didn't see my screen. But I got this back into OpenOffice, into their spreadsheet program, and I was able to make a new list. I am going to tape it all up. I'm going to measure it out, divide that measurement by pi plus a little bit just to make sure. And then I am going to make a wheel that diameter. And that wheel, I think, well, it can't live here. Can it? Might be able to live there. I will find out. It might live here. It might live over here. But it'll be on bearings. It'll be nice to be able to just see where you're going. That's what we're doing today. And I really appreciate those suggestions. I am sorry that it's so upset everyone for me to do a half-assed finish with a really robust build. I totally get your ire. I like, one of the best things about knowing other YouTubers and like being friends with some of them is that I watch their videos and sometimes I have a comment and I can just text them. It's super awesome. I'm sorry you don't have that ability, but I do, I do take a look at your reactions. And I really appreciate the wheel idea and the numbers on the left idea. Those are both going to radically improve my life. So here we go. Oh, whoops. Hey, don't you get all out of control on me. It may seem like this is overkill for cutting a bunch of straight lines, but my graphic design training doesn't let me do anything less. I know there are some probably more efficient ways I can achieve this, but this gets it across the line. And honestly, sometimes once I move a solution into the solved column, I don't need to revisit it. There it is. That's the straightness I wanted. let's measure this and divide it by pi. All right, by changing the font size, I've made the list significantly shorter, which should make the diameter of my wheel a little shorter, a little narrower. All right, so we're going to go all the way to 4 feet, 48 inches. So it's a 48-inch diameter. Cert equals 48. All right, I've got a circumference of 48, which is a diameter of 15.3, and radius of 7.65. I have a plan. So the wheel will sit on these two 15-inch circles. It will be mounted into here, right there, on a sliding cassette. That cassette will be, it'll be this bearing that actually sits on the wheel and connects up to this piece, boop, which will slide in. You'll see it all. It's all going to happen in the next couple of minutes. But what is this bearing? This is a 12-inch Lazy Susan bearing. I think Rockler was the first folks to make these, or I got my first ones from Rockler. This was a larger version of this is the bearing for my R2-D2, which sits at the Smithsonian. Here's a bunch of other sizes they make. See there? Wait, hang on. There you go. So I've used these bearings a lot in my constructions. Sorry for these crappy shots. I've used these bearings a lot in my constructions. They're super inexpensive. Seriously, for what they are, like just for the reference, a 6-inch one of these bearings is like, I don't know, less than $100, less than $50, I think even. And a Kadon bearing of a 6-inch is like $600. This is also one of these is the base of my captain's chair. My Captain Kirk chair. We'll include a link to this in the description. I love these things. They're insanely useful. And there's a reason I have a whole bunch of these. So I'm going to start mounting with some spacers and putting in the slides in here. And again, if it's confusing what I've said, it'll all become clear in a minute. That's what I'm talking about. This. That bit. Right? Okay, so that's what that is. Okay, hopefully now it's obvious. Here's how this is going to work. This will slide in here, whoop, and it will house the wheel, whoop, so I can spin it here. I'm about to drill some holes in here so I can screw the wheel in from the other side. So here we go. That's funny. Technically, I only needed one of those because I could just keep on turning this. I forgot about that part. the distance from here to the spindle is like 14, criminy, 0.8575 inches or something. So I was going to do that, but I got to do it by hand. So now I'm going to glue the wheel. I'm going to glue and staple the wheel together. And this should be fairly straightforward. Because let's make this a mark point so we know our alignment. I'm not going all the way to the absolute outside edge of this. I'm coming in literally by about 20 thou, just because I don't want to, yeah, so look, it's just like, that's institutional experience, that like trying to make it super flush, I can end up with some artifacts that might harm me, so let it go. Just look at that. Also, the spacing of these evenly is not super critical. We're just balancing the load. All right. Not bad at all. Okay, so now we're going to attach the list to the outside of this. All right, now I'm going to. What am I going to do? I'm putting a list on here. And you know what? I'm not gluing it down. I want to be able to... This is now good. Wow, hot. Look at that Dutchy shot. There we go. I'm not going to glue this list down. I'm going to make it more replaceable. So we're going to start at the top. We're going to give this a piece of Scotch tape across. Look at that. Look at all that extra room, all that extra head space. It's great. All right, we're going to cut this here. Yeah, this is it. This is all I need. Now I can make pencil notes on these. Oh, right. Now the thing is, I've got the mark here. Here it is. It's going to spin like this. Look at that. Ooh. Oh, that's great. Okay, so then this gets attached to the Lazy Susan. And the way I'm going to do that is, I'm going to lay the Lazy Susan over the marks. I'm going to screw into them with screws through there. So, here we go. Here comes the first one. The first time ever I saw your face. All right. Now with that one halfway drilled, we're going to swing this one over until we hit its mark. Are we not hitting any marks? What? Oh my God, I forgot about this. These marks are not evenly spaced. That is okay. That's something you're gonna have to deal with. I messed up. Not these. I messed up. I'm just gonna have to figure out a way to. I got this. Don't want to undo this because I'm lazy. So eyeball this. Hey, mama said the way you move, gonna make you sweat, gonna make you groove. That feels pretty good, and I'm gonna go with it. It's got a good beat, and I can dance to it. Oh, all right, Okay. Okay, check this out. It works! It works! Hey! All right, let's try this. Let's give this a shot. Oh, actually, let me give you a better shot. You should see this moment. Why you be all over here? So, here's what it looks like. Pull this back out. Oh, this is so cool! And we can put this back in. That's so. I had more room, I thought. Let's see. All right, I think that is. Yep, that is flush. Great. And then this needs to move out. So let's un. And let's lock, and lock. There you go. You're not going anywhere. All right. My tolerances are always too tight. Yeah. We got it there. We got it, everybody. Good Lord. Now I don't have to get down on the ground. Now I may do something like I might put a line every alphabet letter, like A's, B's, C's, and D's are somehow differentiated from each other. But right now, this is great. Yeah, let's give you that shot that you want. So what was I building just there? Well, I was building this, a framework to go around, a framework to go around the wheel. Look at that. See? Oh, I love this. So happy about this. All right, I'm going to install this right now. I'm going to use little drywall screw washers, which are like these guys here. So when they sit flush, boink, they'll sit like that. And then, yeah, isn't that nice? So we're going to try that. Yeah, see, this just needed a surround. It needed some sort of framing. What am I going to write there? Look. Maybe it says look. Maybe it says guide. That's my little coda here. I don't think it needs a light. I really was thinking about it having a light. It's almost like I want to, maybe I'll try that. I have another idea, but this is fine for this video. We've wrapped this. This is the coda on the end. Thank you guys for your amazing suggestions. This has changed my life, and everyone I show it to goes, oh, yeah. So excellent reaction. Okay, now we're done.